Greetings to the 13 tribes of Israel scattered in the four corners of the earth, and to the Gentiles called by the awesome fairy name of YAHUAH Elohim. This is the awesome fairy name that is above every other single names you ever known. Eternal, yes, I will keep saying this. Not pork Jesus, neither snake Allah. It is simply Yahuwah in the person of his son, King Yahushua HaMashiach. Now, let me give you some guideline, or rather, eye-opener from the royal law. Let's go there. Acts of Apostles chapter 4, verses 12. Let's read. Neither is there salvation in any other, for there is no other name under heaven given among men whereby we must be saved. Did you get that? No other name. So what is his name? Salvation. This is his name. Yahushua. Yahushua said, John chapter 5. Let's quickly also rush over there since we are here already. It's some kind of eye-opening, okay, or opener. John chapter 5, verses 43. I am come in my Father's name. What is his Father's name? Yahuwah, meaning I am that I am. Okay, maybe we'll also read that part. I am come in my Father's name, and ye receive me not. Another one shall come in his own name, him ye shall receive. That is the another one, pork, Jesus Christ. Okay, pork is a pig, okay? So the given name under this heaven, whereby your salvation is granted, it is simply Yahuwah. He came in his Father's name. Let's go there now. Exodus chapter 3, verses 13 through 15. And Moses said unto Yahuwah, or unto God, Behold, when I come unto the children of Israel, and shall say unto them, The God of your fathers hath sent me unto you, and they shall say unto me, and they shall say to me, What is his name? And what shall I say unto them? 14 now. You see? God is not so a name, it's just an office, okay? And God said unto Moses, I am that I am. That's his name. And he said, Thus shalt thou say unto the children of Israel, I am has sent me unto you. 15. And God said, Moreover, unto Moses, thus shalt thou say unto the children of Israel, the Adonai. When you now see this big Lord, is Yahuwah. Big Lord, okay, is Yahuwah. Where King James, we were doing the translation, he said this name Yahuwah was so holy, so he was scared to put that name direct. So what did he do? He now put the capital Lord. The capital Lord simply means YAHUAH'S. Okay? So, he said that Yahuwah, God of your fathers, the God of Abraham, the God of Isaac, and the God of Jacob has sent me unto you. This is my word. This is my memorial unto what? All generations. My memorial name unto all generations. So from this name extent, of course, you must carry your father's name, Yahushua. So his father's name is Yahuwah, meaning I am that I am. So his son's name, given by the agent Gabriel, okay? Yahushua, meaning I am his salvation. So when you remove Yah away, his name is Joshua. There's no way you can even remove Yah away, because his name is Joshua in English. No, in Hebrew, abbreviation Joshua meaning salvation. Joshua meaning Yah is salvation. Yahushua meaning Yah is salvation. Joshua simply means salvation. Okay, so this is the name we are dealing with. This is the name that is rectifying, or that is going to restore, rectify whatever that is in chaos right now in our lives, in our land. Our land is our life. We are our land. Our land is us. Second Chronicle chapter 7 verses 14 said, if the people I call by my name will humble themselves, forsake their evil way, and seek my face, I will hear them from heaven, forgive their sins, and heal their land. You are your land is you, okay? So this is the name we know. This is the covenant name. This is the name heaven recognized and the earth also recognized. Not the counterfeit, not the man-made up letter J that gave you Jesus. It's not yet even 500 years old on earth. And this name, because letter J is the very last letter that came in use, okay? Even though it's still whatever alphabet, but it's the very last letter. You can also Google that. First King James translation, you can see Jesus over the Y, because J was not yet invented by men, okay? So the only thing you're going to be seeing there, you're going to be seeing Isus or Isus. The Latin word is Isus, while the Greek word is Isus. But see, that is not what we are dealing with, okay? Aramaic version is Yeshua, and I can say go by that. Yeshua simply means Yah will save you. Okay, Yahushua simply means Yahuwah has already done it. Yahuwah is salvation, and this is the name given unto you whereby you must be saved. So I think I'm so kind today to break it down once again. Though I'll be blowing this trumpet over and over and over again, and I will keep doing that because some people are so naive. When we are saying, when we are telling, they say Jesus is the name. Yes, that is the mark of the beast. Revelation 17 verses 5. There is a name written in the forehead of Babylon. Babylon simply means what? Mystery. So, we are done with this part. Thank you, Abba. Bless your holy mighty name. I just love you. Give you all the glory, honor, adoration for you alone. Indeed, eternally are worthy to be praised. Yes, you own the fruit of our lips. I mean the elect. Oh, yes, Abba YAHUAH'S, and the fruit of our lips' heart belong unto you. Every single organ in us worship you. Tissue in us worship you. Blood vessels, every part of our body is meant for your worship. You design it to worship you. And that is what we are doing here on earth. We bless you. We honor you. We love you because you first do. Hallelujah, Abba, unto you. Thank you for touching our most precious organ to be given back unto you because you designed it and you made it so. And we release it in praise unto you. We bless you, Abba. We magnify you. Hallelujah, hallelujah. All right, now, family, quickly, we want to do another part of this very blast on the streets. I think this should be fine now because I have very important message I need to treat as well. I want to talk about the mystery Babylon. In order for you to get the clarity of the mystery Babylon, we will first of all dig into the physical Babylon, okay? Because the name that is written in the forehead of mystery Babylon, it is simply also the name Babylon has already made for herself in Genesis chapter 11, I think verses 4. He said they want to build this high tower of Babel to the sky in order for them to make name for themselves. Okay, that name is really warfare everywhere, and that is the name accepted by the entire world, and they rejected the author of life. If you cannot get the foundation right, so what else? You can't build on a sound. If you cannot really dig deep, and lay your foundation, that house is going to crash. Honestly, believe it, it's going to crash. Okay, so if you cannot get the actual given name correctly, so what else are you going to be getting? So that one is very important. So we'll be doing the midst of the week. Now that I'm dedicated 2 days for service, I think Abba YAHUAH will release. will be releasing me now. Hallelujah, hallelujah. Thank you, Abba. All right, now, family, let's do what we're here today. Here we are in the heavenly courtroom of Abba YAHUAH with this powerful message titled For You and Me, Tuface, not just a walking red flag, also a walking dead love. Natasha Spiritualty, and YAH lost sheep. Annie is a lost sheep of Yasrael, and we are caught in her. Because the spiritual governor the physical. Whatever that is going on, transpired here on earth, it has a duplicate coming from somewhere, which is the spirit realm. I say this very matter that is on the streets, so fired on the streets, it's not just, physical. It has spiritual implication. This has, been going on spiritually. And the spiritual is going to give it to the physical for manifestation. So now that he has already manifested, all eyes see it, have seen it, okay? So it is not just a thing like a, microwave, or like, well, how am I going to put it? I'm searching for a word, like a magician. It's not a magic. It's simply pure practical. And that practical begins right in the spirit realm. Romans chapter 1 verses 20 make it so clear that the physical, if you want to get the clarity of spiritual things, look into the physical. Okay, so this is the matter. And the spirit realm is so dirty. In the spiritual world is so dirty, it's full of demonic activities. And that was why I also posted a video of this Tuface of a mama, whereby she said that Natasha, Jezebel Natasha, Delilah Natasha, okay, used voodoos for his son. I know, yes, that is true, but I'm not saying literal voodoo. There is a spiritual backing, wicked spirit backing Natasha. Natasha is the one who destroyed this marriage. But for me, I support it because it is the case of fornication. So right now that we are already putting the title, like we know already, the title is going to help navigate us into scriptures. So let's now begin to preset it. Social diary breakers. Tuface Idibia. Tuface Idibia, not just a walking red flag, also a walking dead love. The love is dead, it's not existing. It's a heartless human being, it's a soulless human being. Natasha's spirituality. So what does that have to do? Natasha's spirituality simply means Tuface, Annie, you were the driver of Annie. But Natasha, the backing she got spiritually, she's your driver now. That is the vision to day 2. Okay. Those visions, I just put it out. I haven't yet, break it down or to interpret it like that Natasha vagina, okay? That was so high like mountain. Like I said, I rush it because I want all 7 days of vision to enter there. Her vagina was just high like mountain, but filled with flesh. There was not even bone, flesh all through. Okay. The day 2 vision, I said that bike man that wanted to go and dump Annie in the hell, a mighty hand commanded that bike man to return her back to life, that she's not guilty at all. That all of a sudden he drove back. And as I was also walking, running fast to go and meet that person, which is Annie, in the life, okay, Anna came as Anna saw a woman that her figure is even bigger than a street in Nigeria. She was so big, so gigantic, and that woman is Natasha. And I said that woman, which is day 2 vision, that woman now beginning to beat the back man that wanted to dump Annie into the dustbin, which is hell, now turned to a baby. Okay. He was now a baby. And this gigantic woman, so fat and so big, now beginning to maltreat him, tortured him, beat him mercilessly. And while I was on my way to go and meet that person in life, which is Annie, I met them on the way. I did not even have no passion, no compassion for him, but he was crying earnestly. And both of them, they were not walking, they were not on bike, they were not in car, they were just on the ground. Like those days, if our mama want to flog us, okay, he will use his 2 legs, he will use our 2 legs to pin us. So in like manner, that's what I saw. That gigantic woman was on the floor, ground, dogs, filthy people. The Tuface of a man was also on the ground, but he was crying. He wanted to escape this gigantic woman. But this gigantic woman was his driver. Okay? And he was beating him to hell. because they were not already close to hell. And the gate of hell was already opened, about to be received. One psychopath man. This two-face of a man. The mama saw the spirituality. The mama saw the danger. And that is this figure. That is the power behind this Natasha. Horrible Natasha. She said her name is Orobosa. No, not Orobosa. Irobosa. Orobosa means it's in the hands of God. Irobosa now means I am in the hand of God. How can you be? Which God are you in his hands? No, that must be the devil, okay? Orobosa, no. Urobosa or Irobosa. You must definitely be in the hand of a demon. So that is her spirituality. She's going to drive you so mercilessly, eh? You know, when you marry a lovely woman, she's going to know your words. Of course, she's going to let you drive her. But this one said, no, I'm even bigger than you. And in the vision also of the one, I say, a prostitute came out from that red light. From her loins downwards, she was a woman. But from her loins also upward, she was a man. Oh, my father, I also forgot to, narrate that also. But I just narrated it. I have not yet break any of it down. The high mountain vagina that is full of torso flesh. And the two peanuts of this psychopath man. Two-face of a man. One was flesh. The other one was wood. Stick. I have not yet talk the meaning of that one. So maybe some other time we can do that. But I want to do this one now. Now, let me rebroadcast. Tuface Idibia, not just a walking red flag, also a walking dead love. Natasha spirituality, Annie, YAH lost sheep. We have found her through the circumstances. They made it for evil, but YAHUAH is going to turn it around for her good. So right now, let us preset it. Let me show you why YAHUAH sit enthroned in this matter. Daniel chapter 4 verses 17. This is the matter by the decree of the watchers, because YAHUAH is watching you, okay, and the demand by the word of the holy ones, to the intent that the living may know that the Most High ruleth in the kingdom and affair of men, and give it to whosoever he will. Okay, let's drop it over there. Okay, so this is why YAHUAH is so big in this matter. Genesis chapter, this is why again his provision, Genesis chapter 2 verses 18 through 25, okay, that is why it's also big in it. He instituted marriage, okay. Hebrews chapter 13 verses 4, YAHUAH institute marriage. It says the judge. Let's also quickly go there. Hebrews now chapter 4. These are all headlines scriptures, okay. This is the foundational scripture. Hebrews chapter, where is it now? 13 verses 4. Let's read it again. Marriage is honorable in all. He said in all and all. Because Natasha felt in his heart that she had this security, she have the power, she have the connection, okay, she have the spirituality, she also have the physical, whatever endowment. That was why she's dishonor marriage. You don't respect a woman like you. Marriage. Who is going to respect your own? Who? You are just a winch, okay? Now, this two-face of a man, this psychopath, as he came out to announce his divorcee with the wife of his youth, just a few days later, we now saw the engagement. You only announce that you are in the process, not yet to divorced, but you are in the process. And of course, I also support that. I'm not against you divorcing Annie, but I'm against you the way you put it out, and I will be forever against you the way you humiliate her. You just dump her, you pick another person. Is it not too obvious that you are doing this because of this Jezebel Natasha, this Delilah Natasha? You will see what she's going to do to you. She's your driver. You were the driver of Annie, but this one is your own driver. Eh? She's going to drive you to hell. Do you know what it is to be, crying on the ground? Because in that vision, both of you were in the floor, in the dust, Do you know what that is? That simply means long suffering. That simply means emotional torture. When Abeyewa, this is how Abeyewa is doing a thing. When he give you a way out easily, and you neglected that and you take it for granted, therefore it's going to allow devil, when you break the edges, simply it's going to bite you. You break the edges, which was the wife of your youth. You break that edges, divine protection, okay? Now, in that giveaway, Saint Pete himself now, he's your head, or he's your master, eh? He's going to use Natasha to deal with him. You don't know what life is, because that vision, he was crying like a baby. Before Natasha, you are just a baby. This is not Annie. And that's what your mama foreseen. That in this Natasha, there is a danger for my son. That's what she foreseen. I pity her as a mother, because I'm also a mother. So that one really it pains me for her. But yeah, she didn't raise you up in the fear of Yahuwah. This is what is on the street. So that's it. So Natasha refused, to honor why a fellow woman of you is in agony, pain, severe pain. You will rejoice and celebrate it. Yes, you do. That is witchcraft. That is what witchcraft does. That in the witch coven, they will be killing somebody. Physically, when that person died, later they succeed, they killing that person physically. They will be jubilating in their coven. Exactly what you did. You are a witch. You are a witch. You are not a normal human being. But it's none of my business, okay? That was why you disrespect marriage. Now, Hebrews chapter 13, verses 4, marriage is honorable in all, in everything. Marriage should be honored. Natasha, Irobosa, do you know how you should have been honoring marriage? Okay, as this Tuface, a psychopath of a man comes to you, asking your hand in marriage, you should have said, first of all, finish with Annie. Me, I support that divorcee. Finish with your wife. Let her be in a very good health. And right now, she's facing, amputation or so. Now, you know everything. Let her first of all recover. Stand on her feet before I will say, yes, I do. That should have been how you are a human being. You just add injury upon insult upon injury. Is it not how they are saying that Proverbs? Injury upon insult also, or insult upon injury. You have fear to whatever is burning already. You are a winch, as we working, as no wegbo as neme to anovi wayo as a wicked heart is what we call witchcraft. A wicked heart that cannot feel the pains of his fellow human being. That is what we call winch in Edo. You are a winch, as we working. Hebrews 13 verses 4. I don't care who you are. Okay? I don't really care who you are. Injury to one is injury to all. Hebrews chapter 13 verses 4. Marriage is honorable in all, and the bed undefiled, but whoremongers and adulterers, Yahuwah will judge. Why is he going to judge? Because he gave this wonderful, glorious, idea to men. So you can't just come and make full of it and say you will go and punish. No. Your punishment is Natasha. Or drive you away to hell. You don't know what you are playing games with. Isaiah 5 verses 40 said, they were rejoicing, they were celebrating. They say rather they were descending to hell. You call it rejoicing? You want to move on? Move on. Because if you really want heaven to bless you, you should have do it, in a very respectful way. Now I'm talking so I'm so emotional, okay. I'm so emotional. I have a lot of scriptures and I don't want to talk about this matter anymore. But let's put some more. I think today as well, much talk is also gonna be done because I only have few space now. Okay, I'm just putting the headline or wherever, okay, yeah. Foundational scriptures. Matthew 19 verses Matthew 19 from verses 4 through 11 or so. I just want to read, I think is 30, just few verses anyways. Let me quickly check what verse I should have been reading. But you can take it from 4 because marriage is very difficult according to Yahushua. It's not a game. It's not all this Try to look these people is doing. You can take it from 4. Okay, I will be ready, sis. Wherefore, there are no more twain, but one flesh. What therefore Yahuwah hath joined together, let no man put asunder. You tore this into pieces. All eyes have seen that. If we, that Yahuwah, if we that is not so perfect, we are grieving our spirit. We are not the one that institute marriage, but yet it hurt me so much. Okay. Talk less of the one that instituted it. Now we are reading verses 9. I say unto you, wherefore, whosoever, okay, let me take it again. And I say unto you, whosoever shall put away his wife, except it be for fornication, and shall marry another, commit what? Adultery. And whosoever marry her, the woman, also commits what? Adultery. Because both is still living. If you end it like that, so come on now. You can't just come to announce 2 days. I'm dividing her, divorcing Annie. Only 2 days later, interval. What paces me, if you see how are they boy for you? You now said this is the area you provoked my spirit. You now begin to say, Nigerians, we should help you to beg this Delilah to marry you. No, you should have been saying, my fans, my lovers, help me to beg Natasha to marry me. Not Nigerians, because when you are saying Nigeria, you include me. And that one did not go well with me. That is why I'm boiling for you. Now you see, Annie will go free. It said marriage ought to be dissolved when adultery case, fornication case, like what you are doing now. That is where a go-ahead is given by the Yahuwah to divorce, okay? So that's why I said I support. Of course, I'm my Abba. I'm in the group of them that say the voice of opinion, yes, of the voice. So there's another part. I say a man shall leave his father and his mother. Tuface did not leave his mama. His mama is still following him. He's still following him because you said and it wasn't good. Now you are saying a good daughter-in-law. Deal with it. You must dance this music. And these 2 people will marry. You don't know what you are playing games with. We're gonna, in fact, it will prosper in your hands. You must marry her. Okay? So, you did not leave your father. I see your sisters, where they were supporting the mother of your 3 children, that this is their wife. You never leave your mother. You never leave your sister. You never left nobody. Because why? Your heart is dead. Because why? You are a walking dead love. Your love is not existing. It's dead. It's dead. But Natasha is gonna walk you through that. How not to be hardened in heart. How not to be treating one another the way you do. She's gonna teach you that lesson, okay? You can take it to 12 or 13. Matthew 90 from verses 4 through 12 or 13. You see, when Yahushua began to teach about the glory of marriage, the disciple now said, if marriage is like this, one better not just venture. One better not just try it. Yahushua now said you can be unique. You just decide to be, you can't decide to be unique, no problem. But this is the glory of marriage. This is what marriage is all about. When you now make full of it, you jump out only 2 days, you are still in because you have not yet, the divorcee hasn't yet been finalized. And you bring another one, but who is a fool? Are you dealing with fools? Everybody knows that you are dumping this very woman for Natasha because you are so a high multi vagina, a vagina without flesh and without bone, a vagina that is so huge like the mountain, and you keep climbing. And that was why you were having those 2 peanuts. One was normal, the other one was just thick. All those visions I will return back and I will, interpret all the meaning of all these deep words as I saw it. So, let's put some more. Luke chapter 15, verses 4 through 10. But I will read it, I think, just 4 or 5. What man of you, having 100 sheep, if you lose one of them, doeth not leave the 99 in the wilderness, and go after that which is lost, until he found it? And when he had found it, he lay, okay, on her shoulder and rejoiced. Okay. So that is what Yahushua is doing now. That is what Abba Yahweh is doing now concerning this matter. In fact, he left us, that is already saved in the wilderness. Now he go in search for Annie. I keep seeing her. I put her in my bag. That is the back of Yahuwah. Yesterday I saw Yahuwah, those sackcloth in her, she now put on like somebody that is grieving, was very black, dirty cloth on her. I saw a mighty hand, like a father, descending from on high. Okay, not just a hand, a mighty father. That's what I want to say. Descending from on high, he grabbed her and began to tear off all those black sackcloth she put on. Afterwards, he now put her in my back. So we have found her. She's the Lordship of Israel. And every Lordship of Israel is the reason for this segment. You meant it for evil, but Yahuwah turned it around for good. Okay, like the place I also want to elaborate more on, that is 1 Samuel chapter 25, verses 4 through 40. What happened over there? It was in the case of David and Nabal. Nabal was the husband of Abigail. Nabal simply means fool. And Nabal never deserved Abigail, because Abigail was unbeliever like Annie, but she was doing the work of Abigail like Annie was also doing, loving you more than herself. Okay? As 1 Corinthians chapter 13, unveil the deep mystery of love that is not self-seeking. You're not going to be seeking yourself. It's not keeping record of sin. It's not easily provoked. At all. Is hope, trust, perseverance. All those qualities found in Annie Macaulay, okay? In like manner, Abigail. So Abigail slew Nabal, which is a fool, and now gave Abigail to King David. I'm not talking about the polygamous nature of them, Old Testament, because in the New Testament, there's nothing absolutely like polygamy. It is in like the days of the beginning, one man, one wife, monogamy. Because Abayawa took just one rape, he make just one woman, okay? Because in that part, David, we know King David was having so much. But what are we saying? You did not deserve, and a king is coming. A holy king, prepared king is coming for Annie. Not the king that is going to be multiplying wives, no. A responsible, matured king is coming for Annie, to ask her hand in marriage. Annie is going to see heaven on earth in this new dimension. Okay, so the voice out, we are not begging you, just the voice out, okay, so that she go into self-discovery. Let her go into self refoundings. Let her go into self what words, I'll come back to this. Let her go and refine herself. Let her go and discover herself. Let her go and search the deep meaning of love yourself as you love your neighbor. You must love yourself first before loving your neighbor. Let her go and find the deep meaning of second commandment. The first commandment, love Yahweh with everything in you. He said the second one, you will love yourself and then you will love your neighbor. Because if you don't love yourself, you cannot love your neighbor. And once love herself, but you drag her out of that. You drove her crazy. That was why you drove her to hell. But Natasha is the one that is going to drive you there. Except you make a U-turn. Not make a U-turn to her. No, not make a U-turn to her. You don't deserve that daughter of Zion. You don't deserve that Abigail. You don't deserve that Ruth. This is Ruth of our days. This is Abigail of our days. You never deserve Annie. No, you don't. You don't deserve her, okay? You never. So you will see the man that really, really know the worth of woman giving him her totality. You will see it on earth. You're going to see it, okay? With your two eyes, you're going to see it. There is no true love that will not drill out sweat from you. There is no true love that will not take out flesh out of you. There is no true love that will not make you to give out something so precious from you. You must give out something. True love demands, in fact, everything in you. Now, John chapter 3 verses 16. For Yahuwah so loved the world that he do what? He gave us his most precious part. He gave it out. And he so loved this psychopath of a man, Tuface. She gave out the most precious organ, heart. Heart. She endangered her heart. All her heart chambers, which is 4, she put it in hold for this. What did you give this 25 years? Flattery wells, gaslighting wells, sugarcoating wells. That is all you gave. You did not. You failed to give out maturity, emotional, divine protection for the woman. You failed all this part as a man. You fail it. You refuse to give out maturity, emotional protection. See your sisters, they also really call her. See your brothers, all of them begin to batch on her. You want to turn Annie into your, wrestling ground. That you just go there and do some bossa. This one will throw at her, the other one will throw at her. If I go, this girl, Natasha, she's from a West, you know already. Her papa, ignited himself. They don't take nonsense, eh? So that's why your mama is so scared, because they cannot they can't play their games on this one head. They can't dance on the head of Natasha. No way. Who born them? That's why your mama is so scared. He knows Natasha is a big fish. All that are shenanigans, she cannot try it. With this very one, Ajebo. Una want die. Now so now they mad. Go and try. This is a precious child there. To her grandfather and to her father. Former governor of Edo State, Lucky Benedict. You want to mess up her daughter? Oh, YAH. In fact, this one too sweet me. This one also work with me. This one is heavier than you people. Your mama, your sisters. Now don't you personal, eh? You refuse to give her something. You refuse to give out your selfishness, your greediness, okay, your flesh, your desire that is going to be tearing, destroying the family. You refuse to give all this away. What did you give? Nothing. Nothing. You are still a boy. Yes, before Natasha, you are a baby boy. So, Ephesians 5:21-20. Now you can also read it. A wife. You say, husband, love your wife. And give yourself, just as Messiah loved the ministry and died for the ministry. Because you cannot say you love. I mean, what love us? When we were still a sinner in the world, he said he gave us precious, redemption, sacrificial lamb. What did you give her as a man? You are the head of your family. What did you give her? Nothing. Absolutely. Your flesh, your heart desire, your carnality, your maturity. You are still so immature. You are not still ready. You did not give her nothing. He said, husband, love your wife and give yourself for her. You refuse to release. You still hold it. Oh, a man of 50 years old. Now you see the run on the street. Where you should, by this time you should have been a king, sitting by your side, your queen, and your prince and princesses will surround you. You should have been a man of honor. Not now you still be running on the street because of your heart is dead. A walking red flag. The reason why Natasha come for you, it is because she's gonna humble you. All right, now she will humble you too well. Okay. Now, 1 Peter chapter 3 verse 7 said, husband, you should treat your wife as a weaker vessel in honor. He said, treat your wife in knowledge and honor as a weaker vessel, so that your prayer will not be hindered. When you treat the wife of your youth in this one, the way you tore her on the street, it's going to hinder so many things. A weaker vessel. I don't care whatever you say. If you say she is not a terrorist, you build her to be a terrorist. Yes, you raise her up in that manner. Because this woman is using every vein, every tissue, organs in her, overworking for this marriage to work out. But you are there, so greedy, a psychopath of a man, never bring anything spiritually to stand this family, to make it strong. Okay, you now begin to run after vagina on the street. Of course, that can drive woman crazy. Yes, that can drive woman so crazy. I say, hey, you don't want to hear me. That is Abba Yahuwah kind of love. He gave everything to you. If you miss it, you go to her. That same Abba Yahuwah that said, I love the word and I gave out. And if you reject that offering, if you make light of it, if you treat it with contempt, that is, you don't value it. That same Abba Yahuwah will send you to the link of fire. Yes. So whatever she turned into in your house, you are the one who raised her up like that. She became private terrorist, a licensed terrorist in your, yes, you licensed her. You gave her that license to be a terrorist, a private one. In fact, I always not even private one, because I'm also seeing it somewhere, the way she, talks now. She talks out of pain. I'm also running out of time, and I have so much to cover. More talk. Revelation 3:1 said, you thought you are alive, you are dead already. That is dead heart. It's not working. Dead love. It's not working at all. Revelation 3:1. Jeremiah 17 verses 9 and 10. Oh my God, I think I'm going to be reading this one, though I'm running out of time. Natasha, the husband snatcher. Jeremiah chapter 17 verses 9 and 10. The heart is deceitful above all things, desperately wicked. Who can know it? The YAHUAH search the heart and try the reins, even to give every man according to his ways, according to the fruit of his doings. He don't reward you already. He gave you Natasha. No, he allowed them to give you Natasha. You're going to be treating Natasha the way you treat every other one. You're mad. You want that. If you say you have money, in fact, they are even more. Anyway, let me not go into the worldly things. Okay, now, the heart of a man, desperately wicked. Desperate. You see, only 2 days. You came out. You want to divorce your wife. Just 2 days. You brought another woman. You want to move on. So, just like that, you are wicked, man. You are a psychopath. What about your children? What about the wife of your youth? What about the situation she is facing right now? A dying soul. You are wicked. Tuface of a man, you are a psychopath. You are wicked. Matthew chapter 15 verses 8 said, they honor me, they praise me with their lips, but their heart is far away. All these years, your heart was so far away from Annie. Why? Because that heart is not living. That is dead love. You are wicked. I keep seeing in the comment section, some people, I wanted to play that. I don't think there is a room for that. When you were doing your engagement, let's do another 10 years. If you ever get tired of me, let me know. That's some people now begin to comment. This man, you have never loved this woman for once, and you only married her out of pityness, because you have already deflowered her. You have already. Oh no, I can imagine that trauma. I can really relate. I can relate to that trauma. A little child, a teenager that is still growing, developing. She have not yet reached to that level of how to deal with me, how to handle me. You grabbed her on the way. You disrupt that growth, and you now raise her inside your house to become a licensed terrorist. Some say you marry out of pityness. And so say you also marry her because of inferiority complex, because your first 2 baby mamas were higher than you in class, in all. You ran away, you were unable to compete with them. You now run to the small little girl that should have been like you. So say you run away because you were unable to relate to the high class of whatever lifestyle, then you now come back to Annie. And you came back to her, not with your heart. So these are the reasons why you marry her. You did not marry her for love because your heart is dead. Your love is not living. So many things. Oh no, I think I will be playing this because I cried in this very video. Let me play it. Let's play this. So different people are having. Okay, no, I have to start all over. Yeah. And then you know them first. And then you wake up. So different people are having babies for him. You see the emotional pain, trauma. How did that happen? My first child is his fifth. And I meant it for everybody. So you know what that is. We'll do another 10 years. Another 10 years. Okay. Just look at that. It's for life. Until death do you part. The woman, look at the pains in her eyes. She was surprised. I'm doing forever. Waiting be 10 years. Step by step. This should have been a red flag. This should have been just a red flag. But when we are doing Natasha, so you know the right place. Natasha, I was Natasha. Okay. You see the pains in her eyes. She was surprised. I beg, make we do another 10 years. And he opened her mouth. She now began to, what did he say? She was surprised. I beg, he repeated it again. That one I said, what is 10 years? It's for life. I'm doing forever. And because you refuse, you were longing for forever. That was why this one crushed. Only 2 years. This one stopped on the way. Because this guy is asking for 10 years. You are asking forever. You are asking for forever. So that was why he ran away. Just a year plus. Because he knew. He has been abusing you verbally. He has been disrespecting you publicly. He has been, showing that signs that I'm done. I'm about to leave. I'm about to go. I see how he disrespects you in different whatever season you people were doing. I don't watch the movie, and I don't. It is because of this incident of recent when they begin to cut all those small parts from your Netflix young or whatever young star, young famous in Africa. Okay, that's when I began. I say, what? The abuse was just so unbelievable. Yeah, the right sign was there, but she couldn't. Anyway, let's proceed. Matthew chapter 7, verses 6. I love this place too much. Do not give dogs what is sacred. Do not throw your pearls to pigs. If you do, they may trample them under their foot and then turn and tear you in pieces. Tear you to pieces. Now, why are we here again? This Tuface of a man, you know how dog behave on the street. You don't give your heart to such a person. Natasha, I know you have all the equipment, all the weapons of mass destruction. You are getting some idea from, and you say, me, I will never reduce myself to that level. I will deal with it. You want to use the folly stone or the folly bricks of Annie to build your own. It can't work, honestly. A dog is a dog. Now, it says you should not give your pearls. Your pearls is pearls is very expensive. It's a very expensive gem. Very, very expensive, okay? It's not meant for the poor. It's for the riches, okay? Now, it says you shouldn't give it to pig. You know pig now, how filthy is pig. You know how filthy is pig. Don't give it to pig. If you do, he said he will just take it from you, throw it under their foot because he don't know how expensive it is. Then he will not bring it to the street. He will tear you to pieces. That is this psychopath of a man called Tuface. Okay, innocent. You are not innocent. You are guilty. Okay. Now, I wanted to say something. Okay. We know the character of dog. They are so shameless. They're always back on the street. Woo, 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 woo. And it was, okay, let me just put out the scripture because I'm running out of time. I didn't do this message the way it was in my heart. Let me put out the scriptures. I think this message is for all time, not just only Annie is in this situation. Many of our people are also in this situation. Okay. Okay. Isaiah chapter 7 verses 14. Abba Yahweh himself gave a sign. And so when you see a virgin being with pregnancy, that is the woman. Say a virgin is going to be with a child. Okay, that is sign. He said this is the sign. So the sign was just all over, but because First Corinthians said, let me also check, said, he that think he stand, 10 verses 12. He said, if you think you stand, he said, okay, let's read there. First Corinthians chapter 10 verses 12. Whosoever, let him that think that he stand, take heed lest he fall. All these years, 25 years, and he was just busy, casting out demons. He was beating the demon of a dead heart, all these flag red signs. She saw it, but she was busy, trying to resurrect the love of this Tuface of a man. But what happened to her? While she was busy doing that, she forgot her own self. She forgot her own self. That is how she fall. Okay, she forgot herself, to also take good care of her heart, the most precious organ. She not give it to a dead man. How can a dead man in the grave respond to "I love you"? I love you is not just in words; it's in action. Okay, and in your head that they are saying, "I love you, I love you, love you." Oh, this word, "I love you." Oh, this is how it was. Okay, me also I want to be a part, and he run into it. And he just run one time into it and now begin to drive and neglecting the sign of love. You are in danger. You are forgetting yourself. How can you only have the idea of, to drive a car, but you don't have the driving license. You don't know how to read all the signs in the road, in the traffic, and you just carry car because you have that idea, little knowledge of I can handle steering, and you begin to make boo. You don't. When you say red, you don't know. When it warns you of yellow, you don't know. And when you say stop, you can't. You just drive. Or when they say go to the right, this is the arrow of going to the right, you turn to the left. When you say no, is this arrow is for straight, you don't read the sign because you don't know. What happens to such person? This psychopath of a man called Tuface, he will have the chance, because it's going to be his right now, to crush you into pieces. He will have that privilege to just crush you because you couldn't follow the signs. Love have, too much traffic lights and too much corner, crooked, straight, high mountain, valley to descend, how to come. And love have all these, scenarios. Love have all these teachings. Love have all these signs. If only you can read it. If not, your heart chamber is going to be a mess. So this amputation of a thing, what causes it? As I do my little research, just said physical trauma. Physical trauma will lead to excess bleeding in your heart, pumping, your heart is going to be beating fast, excess blood pumping. And by so doing, it's going to weaken the muscle of this, your left is the thickest muscle in our heart. I think the one of the chambers of the heart, called what they call it, ventricles also, ventricles, yeah, a ventricle. It's going to weaken it because that is the very chamber that is supply blood direct to your heart. When it's in mess, therefore, some area in your body is going to deteriorate. It's not going to be pumping blood to that area. And if, like Annie's leg, they said it's rotten now, about to be cut off. Yeah, why will not allow that? Because why is the leg, in that position? Because that leg is no more receiving the tissues there. They are no more receiving what? Blood. Okay? They are no more receiving blood. Definitely it's going to deteriorate. Then it will die. Okay. So what they say, some of it is being caused by physical trauma, stress. All right, stress is very dangerous to the heart. When you are trying to build the man don't even send you. It's going to stress your heart. It's going to make your heart beat fast. So any heart will just pump it this eternal love. Pump it, boom, boom, boom. You know, Jerusalem love, holies of holies love, pure love, raw material love, people. But this psychopath of a man, we are not saying that because my time is out off because he's in the grave. My time is up. Let me stop over here. Proverbs 4, 32, 33, 23. Guide your heart. That is where life is. Okay. Judges of 16. All through. You can read it. Natasha, devil has already sent her to Tuface of a man for fame. Okay. That is the covenant there. Proverbs 7, she's a strange woman. Okay. Proverbs 15 verses, Proverbs 5 verses 15 through